Hello and welcome to a new Medical Chinese video. You're making this show go on when you tell your friends about them. Learning is more fun with more people involved. In this episode, we'll take a look at the surface projections of the neck. The common carotid artery, 颈总动脉, the external carotid artery, 颈外动脉, the subclavian artery, 缩骨下动脉, the external jugular vein, 颈外静脉, the cupula of pleura, 胸膜顶. First is the common carotid artery, 颈总动脉, the common carotid artery, 颈总动脉. The common carotid arteries are present on the left and right sides of the body. The right common carotid artery originates in the neck from the brachiocephalic trunk, and the left one from the aortic arch in the thorax. These split into the external and internal carotid arteries at the upper border of the thyroid cartilage at around the level of C4. The external carotid artery, 颈外动脉, the external carotid artery, 颈外动脉. The external carotid artery is a major artery of the head and neck. It arises from the common carotid artery when it splits into the external and internal carotid artery. It supplies blood to the face and neck. The subclavian artery, 锁骨下动脉. The subclavian artery, 锁骨下动脉. These arteries are paired major arteries of the upper thorax, and they are below the clavicle. They receive blood from the aortic arch. The left subclavian artery supplies blood to the left arm and the right to the right arm, with some branches supplying the head and the thorax. On the left side of the body, the subclavian comes directly off the aortic arch, while on the right side it arises from the relatively short brachiocephalic artery when it bifurcates into the subclavian and the right common carotid artery. The external jugular vein, 颈外静脉. The external jugular vein, 颈外静脉. The external jugular vein receives the greater part of blood from the exterior of the cranium and deep parts of the face, being formed by the junction of the posterior division of the retromandibular vein with the posterior auricular vein. In its course, it crosses the sternocleidomastoid obliquely and in the subclavian triangle perforates the deep fascia and ends in the subclavian vein lateral to or in front of the scalenus anterior, piercing the roof of the posterior triangle. The cupula of pleura, 胸膜顶. The cupula of pleura, 胸膜顶. The parietal pleura is differentiated into regions in line with the location of the thorax. The cervical pleura or cupula of pleura is in the region of the cervical vertebrae, extending beyond the apex of the lung and into the neck. Alright, in closing, thanks for watching and sharing. Repeat the words to better memorize and utilize. If you like the videos, connect to me through my email for your suggestions. Have a good day, and stay tuned for more. I'll see you next time.
Created using Powtoon.